the two teams just absolutely playing their guts out, I thought. And obviously, huge win for our program for a lot of reasons. Really happy for our players, especially our seniors, guys that have been through a lot of adversity, not just this year, but the last 3 years prior to this. And for our fans. We've got tremendous fans here, and the entire Gamecock Nation deserved a win like this and deserves it. And they've been so supportive during my time for sure and over the years. And so really a huge win for us. And, you know, Kentucky's great. They're great. And, I mean, the key to the game was we kept it close and made plays. And, you know, my thinking all year long has been, if it's close, we've got number 2 and we've got a shot. And I think that proved out tonight. It proved out tonight because this was the first time second half Ole Miss, the whole game in Florida. This was the first time that everybody else did what they could do. And you know, Rayleigh Ross was amazing offensively tonight. Hit big shots, big free throws down the stretch. You know, Sam Muldrow 9 and 11, 5 blocks, another monster game. Austin Steed chipped in with a few. You know, I mean, it's the first time we've actually had everybody do that, and Devin be terrific, and it gave us a chance. And so, really just a big win, and we're really happy for our team and our fans, and proud of our guys.
Darrin, Cal thought a big factor was rebounding, and the fact that you got 20 offensive rebounds. They've dominated several teams on the boards.
Yeah,
how big was that, and how'd you guys do it?
It was huge, and you know, I think the key for us was all years. I mean, you know, we're not going to win a lot of rebounding battles. And quite honestly, I'm shocked that we won it tonight. Our goal is to not get murdered on the boards with our personnel. And you know, I think staying, you know, packed in a little bit tonight maybe kept us in better rebounding position. And I think offensively, we were spread out a little bit, so maybe we were able to sneak in there and get a few more and keep them alive. But you know, that was obviously, you know, a big key to the game, again, in order to keep us in it and give us a chance to be in it down the stretch.
What do you think changes from Saturday to today in terms of getting those efforts from those guys? Is it waking up against the number 1? Does that have something to do with it, just the attention you get?
No, I don't know. They heard the same thing publicly and privately that I said the other day. If you can't get ready to play for this one, there's something wrong with you. We might have the wrong guys. And I wasn't joking. So I don't know if it was a response to that or what it was, but I mean, you have to credit our players. You know, whether it's, you know, how about the huge block by Austin Steed? That was a monster play at a crucial time. You know, and so obviously Devin did what he does on the offensive end, but a lot of different guys stepping up, doing a lot of little things for us that really was huge. And it's the only way we're going to have a chance to beat a team like this. I mean, phenomenal talent, obviously, you know, Hall of Fame coach. Well, John Wall's terrific, but it's hard pressed for me to think DeMarcus Cousins could be the number 1 pick in the draft too. He's borderline unguardable at this level. Best I've seen in 15 years coaching. He's really good.
Yeah, you mentioned then packing it in tonight. Much like Ole Miss in the second half, and also against Florida, we saw a lot of traditional man. Is that what we're probably going to see for the rest of the year for you? A lot.
Depends on who we're playing. Depends on who we're playing. You know, I wanted to press a little bit tonight in spots. We got 2 really good guards. You know, and again, the rebounding issue. If they spread you out, even if you force a quick one or a bad one, you know, they're so good on the glass. And so we never really felt like we got in a situation we could use it. But we'll still press and use that. But it's you know, with the situation we're in, you know, we've become more of a game plan type of team on both ends of the floor.
What does a win like this?
Not having Devin or him not making it. Input he does on the basis. Is something that you think about sometimes?
I'm sorry, say that again.
You cringe at the thought of not having Devin and not having him to have the output he's been having already.
You know, I mean, Devin's Devin, and we've got him right now, and then we don't have a chance to win this game if we don't have somebody like him. You've got to be able to control the basketball against this team. They're so athletically gifted, and you know, and Devin was able to do that for us.
How big was that play where there were 2 seconds on the shot clock, and you threw it into Devin on the baseline there, and he scored while being fouled?
Huge, and what's funny about that is that's a special situation play that we have not run all year, and we happened to work on yesterday, just in case we were in that kind of situation. And But again, the key is you run it and you get it to them, which is great. You know, as a coach, you feel like you're smart, I guess. But I mean, what an unbelievable play the kid made. You know, the players still have to make plays, and they did that tonight, especially Devin.
Coach, what does a win like this do for the future of your program down the road?
Well, you know, again, I mean, anytime you beat the #1 team in the country, you got national television, and it's going to be covered from coast to coast, and you know, it gets exposure for your program. And you know, we said from day one that we want to be in games like this, and we want to be competitive in them, and find a way to win them. You know, I mean, that's otherwise there's no reason to be here. And so I think from that standpoint, it's a nice step, and you know, will give us something that you know we can talk about and use to say, you know, this is what we want to do and why we're here. But you know, we still got a lot of games left.
Darrin, did you play Cousins one-on-one in the post? I mean, and to keep your resources on other guys?
Well, we did because you know I think again doubling them in the film that we had seen, when you double them, if you do it too quick, they do a pretty good job of passing it out, and then once again you're spread out. We just didn't want to get spread out against them, and so we did play him one-on-one and knew he was capable of getting 27. We got a couple big blocks late on him. We did come over and help and then block a few late, but you know, Kentucky's great, and you know, you're going to give up something. That's what makes them so good. And so, you know, we knew that we might give that up tonight. And, you know, tonight for us, it worked out.
Darrin, can you just describe what you're feeling when you're looking out over the floor and you see all the kids out there, and where were you for that, and just what was going through your mind?
I was on the sideline with my kids, my wife and kids, and you know, just you know, again, really happy for our players. You know, I mean, you know, Zam Frederick was here, Brandon Conrad. You know, they helped start this last year with you know a couple wins over Kentucky. You know, maybe our guys had some confidence coming into the night because of those 2 games last year. I don't know, but they were a part of that. And you know, like I said, really happy for our fans. Just you know, took it all in for a second, looked around the arena, and you know, saw our fans enjoying it. And, you know, like I said, they're really deserving of it.
How big tonight?
You said earlier this week that you needed someone to step up and help them, and Brandis, he got like 17 points tonight. I mean, happy that someone finally answered the call there, so to speak.
You know, huge. We don't win the game tonight without Ross doing what he did offensively, and again, everybody else chipping in a little bit. You know, I don't remember the exact number now, but I think we had like 15 points from everybody else the other night, or maybe 20 max. And you know, again, Ross is probably the other one that's capable of doing what he did tonight, which is huge that he did it. But you know, everybody else, big tip in by Austin Steele late. You know, 4 points is better than 0. You know, especially in a 6-point win.
How big tonight was it for you guys to have 2 seniors in the backcourt against 2 freshmen?
Huge. Well, I don't know about seniors versus freshmen. I don't know about that, but I think us having seniors and those guys having been there and being hungry to win, and again having somebody that can control the basketball like Devin can is, you know, I think that was big.
Coach Horne, talk about no players stepping up. John Jefferson had 8 rebounds tonight, even though he played 17 minutes. How big of a step are you taking this progression?
You know, again, I think John Dre was big tonight. Another example, and I hadn't mentioned him yet, but you know, 4 points and 8 rebounds, had a block, had a steal, and as you said, in limited minutes. And again, that's what we're talking about, with everybody doing what they can do. The key is going to be, you know, the consistency of doing that with John Dre. You know, he's a little bit like a freshman as a JUCO transfer, and just keeping him consistent in that. But he was really good tonight. Everybody was.
How key was it keeping the crowd in the game throughout?
Well, I mean, keeping it close was important, but that was important for winning too, because these guys are capable of 15-0 runs, you know, before you blink your eyes. And so I just think keeping it close in general was great. Our crowd was amazing, and you know, our student crowd. You know, I can't believe there's a better one in the country than the Guardian Army. They were awesome tonight.
Darrin, Downey struggled with his shooting somewhat. I think it was 9 for 29, but in the clutch he was there. Was there something that got him going, do you think?
Yeah, the clock going down. the closer it gets to the end of the game, you know, Janine from ESPN asked me, you know, why does he do that? His greatest quality is his heart. The kid's got tremendous heart and will to win and to prove that he can play. You know, you couple that with incredible shot-making ability, and you get what you saw in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
How much did Kentucky run their big at Devin help you out? Did it help you out?
You know, I mean, again, we were able to spread the floor a little bit, but you know, some of that is just because of Devin. I mean, you can't stay off of him. You know, if you run, I mean, either way, you know, we do that because it's going to give him some freedom to do some stuff. And again, the challenge with them is they're so no matter what they do, they're so big and they're so long and athletic. And I thought our guys handled that well. You know, taking care of the basketball was important tonight too. We won that battle.
Based on how he played against you guys last year, are you surprised Patrick Patterson only had 5 points and 8 boards?
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't judge how he played tonight based on how he did last year. I think Patrick Patterson's a terrific player. I think he plays hard every night and does a lot of good things. I think he's special. I like him.
Any last questions for Coach Horne?
All right, thank you.
Cameras hold.